Last episode we dropped into the bottom 3 following a poor run of results, and now with new faces in the lineup, can we turn this around? Hey, welcome back. Respected Jeff here for Season 5, Episode 9 in this West Ham series. Things are getting really difficult this season. We're in the bottom 3 as of right now, and we desperately need to dig ourselves out if we want to avoid relegation. We got 2 new signings in the lineup from last episode. Ayer in our back line and Thiago Santos in the midfield. Hopefully they can help us out, but they haven't been able to so far with 2 losses in our last 2 matches. West Ham sitting in 18th place, but only just. There still is time to save this season for sure, but it's not going to be easy. Next up, Manchester United, followed by Liverpool in the league. And we need to do something against these bigger teams if we want to grab some points here. Manchester United in 4th right now. They have our former player Cardoso in the back line, who we sold to them 2 or 3 seasons ago. They have really good center attackers, Osimhen and Fernandes down the middle, and we're going to have to try to counter that. So we go with a back 5-5-3-2. It's worked out a couple times for us this season against the bigger teams. Hopefully it can again. It's going to be Hugill and Nemecha up top, and our back line with Ayer in it. Hopefully this can hold Manchester United back. So a chance to turn our season around, but not an easy chance. We come up against a tough Manchester United side. We've set up to deal with their firepower up top, but can we grab a goal of our own? Well, only time will tell. Haksabanovic trying to get it behind. Well done tackle there from Conte to see the chance out. Haksabanovic has been so central all season long to pretty much all the success we've had going forwards. Him and Nemecha are 2 standout performers. Archie Hall doing well in the middle there to turn his man. Hugill, touch at the top of the box, has a shot straight at Henderson. Doesn't trouble him too much. Hugill still in search of a goal. It's been kind of a drought for him as of late, but he does continue to put in pretty good performances with his link-up play at least. Manchester United getting a ball into our box straight at Dahlberg, and the chance goes missing for them. Some pressure starting to mount here. Daniel James putting a cross into the back post. It's a beautiful one, and Dahlberg makes the save with his feet. Outstanding stuff, and we keep ourselves in this game. Haksabanovic over the top for Ian Matson, puts an early ball in for Hugill, gets the touch with his head, and it's straight at the goalkeeper who palms it over the bar. Second half here, Garmston losing out on possession, and then in frustration comes in on a tackle just seconds later, picks up a yellow card for that. You do like to see the heart from the team, but that is a sloppy run of play there to put in a good chance there for Manchester United. Top of the box shot comes in, Archie Hall, right place, right time to make the block. Lucas Nemecha getting forwards now, but a lot of numbers back for Manchester United. Ultimately, the touch goes missing, but he slides in and wins it back. Lucas Nemecha like a freight train going forwards just now, trying to find the open man. Haksabanovic works it in for Hugill, waiting for a run in behind. No one quite making it. Archie Hall receives the ball, and it's inside now. Haksabanovic lays it off. Give and go here. Hall keeps going. Can't quite get the final touch. Not a bad run of play from us, but again, that final ball in, just missing the quality that we need here. Manchester United forwards with Rafa, puts a ball in, headed away by the center back. Still in the box though, Osimhen has a shot at goal, blocked by Bennett. Fantastic stuff from our youth center back. And another chance coming in now, cleared away. We're just hanging on here. Manchester United really bombing forward with a lot of intensity now. Daniel James puts a cross in, and Bennett again clears away. It's been good from him, the young center back. And now with 15 minutes left to play, 3 subs coming on. We need to make sure we hang on to this one. And it's a debut for Thiago Santos, new signing at center mid. He's a really solid defensive center mid, so hopefully he can help us shut down the midfield a little bit. Chance coming in behind though. Dahlberg not troubled too much by that effort. Fernandes though with an outrageous flick over the top. Osimhen gets a foot on it, can't quite put it in the back of the net. Puts it into the side netting rather. One final chance of the game coming in for us. A desperate search for Hugill up top. Doesn't find him, but we do hang on for the draw. 0-0 the final result, and this will suit us. 1 point, a big result for us here. Despite not having the best performance, we were able to shut out a tough Manchester United offense, and hopefully things are looking up. Alright, well that point, not quite enough to take us out of the relegation zone. Still in 18th on 21. We're tied with Norwich. Still only 1 point behind Aston Villa, 2 behind Fulham. Everton not far off either, so still plenty of room for us to make up ground. But we get a break in league action here. It's the FA Cup. We take on Watford. It's going to be a heavily rotated side here. A lot of young faces and people who have been sitting on the bench most of this season, and a chance for them to impress. Enjoy the game. All right, here we go against Watford. We've had some good games against them over the past few seasons, and a couple of transfers between us as well. They had sold us Jakubiak, who didn't quite hit the ground running, but he did have a good loan spell originally. Watford a pretty dangerous side, although they are a very lopsided team, very imbalanced in their transfers as of late, and a goal very, very early on with a terrible mistake in the back line for us. Garmston and our youth center back, Joel Harris, both unable to close down on the wing there. They both put a foot in, but the Watford attacker just keeps going forwards, gets it centered, and that is way too easy. No one there to cover the option, and again, our poor defense lets us down. Can we get back into this game with some goals of our own, though? Nathan Holland coming forwards, outstanding footwork. Finds Lance Alexander. No one quite ahead of him here. Felix Nemecha rolls it through. Mark Noble finds the return pass. Felix Nemecha into the far post. Fantastic strike from our attacking midfielder. Both Nemechas having really good seasons here. Maybe Lucas a little bit more than Felix, who hasn't quite established himself into our starting 11 over Haksabanovic, but he is chipping in with some goals in important games, and he's been really good in our cup matches so far. Ed Green, who also gets the start, coming forwards now. Playing out here on the right-hand side. The ball's just glued to his feet sometimes. Still gets away with possession there somehow despite running into the defender twice in a row. Thiago Santos forward. Alexander. Mark Noble outside the box. How about that for a strike? West Ham 2, Watford 1. It's the captain who does it once again. He's having a great farewell season here, retiring at the end of this year, but he's going out with a bang. Plenty of goals and assists in his limited appearances this season, and I think we just need him to ground the team a little bit. We're struggling with consistency, and he is the pure embodiment of consistency, the captain for many years. Although maybe I spoke too soon, gives the ball away there. Watford coming forwards. Calvert-Lewin, it's just too easy for him. Takes a bad touch, though, and Callens does get to it eventually. Ball away, though. Cabrera flying in. That's a definite yellow card after the fact. Ball into the box again. Calvert-Lewin, and he does finish. We just can't clear the ball away, and Watford equalize. And again, just poor from our team. I think it was Deganek who just couldn't make that pass out of the back line to the feet of Cabrera running onto it. And now Watford are back into this game. Another chance coming in. Tyler Bell, our youth goalkeeper, just seeing that one out in from the corner now. Back to the top of the box. Cathcart looking inside. One back. Holland does well. Felix Nemecha using his pace. Plenty of room ahead of him. Watford not quite back there to cover. It's a 4-on-2, but can we capitalize? Nathan Holland at the top of the box. Can he cut it back? Yes, fantastic strike. Nathan Holland is having an absolute field day out there. He's taking on defenders. He finally scored a goal, and he's looking really sharp this season. And to be perfectly honest, with Diangana just not impressing after signing, Holland might be in a running for a starting position if he keeps these kind of performances up. Ed Green on the wing, taking his man on and sends him to the floor. Green still going. Can't quite beat the second man, but his footwork is something else, I'll tell you. He's beat so many men tonight. Hasn't quite done anything in the final third, but he is a definite creative asset for us going forwards. Lance Alexander in the box now. Takes a poor touch, and he can't capitalize. Good pass from Felix Nemecha, though. He's having a good game as well. Alexander just not quite up to it this season. We just got to keep this game level as it is. 3-2 would see us out. Not a lot of time left here, and the whistle blows. 93 minutes gone. We take down Watford. A very exciting game. Plenty of goals, and I think our defense looking suspect once again. Luckily, we were able to outscore them thanks to some good performances up top, and now we move on to the next round. Things looking good. Alright, well, we return our focus back to the league, and unfortunately, another tough one. Liverpool up next. We just can't catch a break with some of these runs of games here. Taking a look at the Liverpool team now, we're up against a tough one. They are on fire. Only third in the league, but they are on the rise rapidly. Salah with 14 goals already this season. Very well-rounded team. I honestly can't find any weaknesses. The only thing I can say is we did beat them 1-0 earlier in the season. They had a couple players out injured, but our game plan did work for us. They press really high, so if we can break that back line, there is a chance we could sneak someone in behind. I'm going to put Ed Green up top alongside Nemecha, who both have a bit of trickery up their sleeves. Alright, here we go, away at Anfield. Huge occasion here. Can we take it to Liverpool at their home stadium and come away with a surprise result that could pull us out of the relegation zone right now? Things not looking good for the team, and we desperately need something to turn it around. And what a chance to do it here against Liverpool. It's not going to be easy, though. They are an absolute class team, one of the best in the world, especially in this career mode save. Haksabanovic getting forwards, though. Some of these gaps in behind. Archie Hall. Can we find that killer pass through? Haksabanovic up top again, lays it off. Ed Green in the box, has a shot straight at the goalkeeper, but a good opening couple of minutes here from the team. We've seen where we can hit Liverpool on the break. Like I said earlier, they press really high, so if we can win the ball back just like we did there, Haksabanovic doing the good defensive work, and it's Archie Hall getting forwards now, rides out the challenge, and he draws in the foul. Can't quite get the pass off, Well, we're giving Liverpool a couple problems going forwards here. There we have James Tompkins, his $5 million transfer off to China. Really good money for a 33 or 34-year-old. And honestly, we did a good job replacing him too. I think Christopher Ayer yet to really establish himself in the team, but I think on paper at least he is a better player, so he'll come good in time. Haksabanovic again winning the ball back. This guy can just do everything. Like I said earlier, he contributes so much to our offense. He's so crucial to the way we play. He also does the hard work and wins the ball back defensively. And coming forwards now, Ed Green sets up Archie Hall in the box, blocked by Van Dijk. That was a great opportunity. We've actually probably had the better share of chances here against Liverpool so far. Again, winning the ball back. Baldock high up the pitch. And Lucas Nemecha through on goal. What can he do here? Shot at goal, and it's trickled just wide of the post. That was a fantastic opportunity. We just couldn't finish. Shot outside the box now from Liverpool. Not far off either. Couple good chances from both teams, but really not that killer chance that either team could get themselves in front with. Goretzka coming forwards, though. Fantastic footwork to beat his man. And in the box now. Ooh, that was not a bad pass at all. Just inches off from finding the man in the box there. Liverpool showing their creativity going forwards here in the second half. Again, Haksabanovic, that's the third or fourth interception he's had. Although he does give it away now. Roberto Firmino, top of the box, lays it off for Kessié, trying to work it back in. Ayer wins the ball back, but again, gives it straight back away. Yuri Tielemans slips it in, and Liverpool find themselves in front with a well-worked goal there. They kept the pressure up, and we just couldn't deal with it. It is Tielemans who finally gets the goal. 1-0 Liverpool. We got to get ourselves back in this quickly if we want to even salvage a point from this game. Liverpool really tough to crack down on, though. Haksabanovic forwards for Felix Nemecha, who's come on now. Lays it off for his brother, the give and go, both Nemechas, and a chance, doesn't treble Alisson too much there. Time winding down for us. We're having a decent share of possession here. Lucas Nemecha off the crossbar, that was an absolute rocket. Should have been a goal for us, I think. Archie Hall back into the area again, Haksabanovic flying in there and just inches away from finding him. We've had our fair share of opportunities, just not that decisive pass through. Pavone still going Liverpool. We got to make sure they don't get a second here, and Dahlberg flies out there to block the run of the attacker in the box. Liverpool desperately looking for a second to secure the win here. Pavone getting the better of Cabrera way too easy in the box now. Looking for Salah. That's a horrible miss by the Liverpool forward. Maybe one final chance here. Ian Motson looking over the top for Hugill, who's actually not too far off of there. Alisson all the way out of the goal to cover it. That is the final chance of the game. Liverpool edge us out 1-0. It was a good performance from the team, but ultimately they were the better side, and we just couldn't break them down. We had a couple chances. Nemecha, the best chance of the game off the post, just couldn't convert it. Not our night. 3 points dropped, but it is an expected 3 points lost against a team like Liverpool. We got to keep our heads up here, though. We knew it was going to be a tough season, and there's still plenty of games for us to turn this around, so on we go. Alright, well, transfer deadline day approaching, and we still have not been able to turn our season around here. Sitting in 18th place, it's clear we need reinforcements, and we need to do everything we can to keep our squad afloat here. Deganek is finally back from injury, which is a blessing for this team. He's been our only competent defender all season. Unfortunately, I think some of the other spots in the team could use boosting. We just don't have money. So out of desperation, we take it to the loan list and take a look at some players from big clubs who aren't getting minutes who we could take in for free this season. So first up, we get a loan deal done for Manchester United right back Ethan Laird. He's young, he's quick, and I think he can be a really good spot for competition with Baldock at right back. We desperately need a little bit of depth in defense, and I think he's going to be the man who can help us out in that aspect. So it's Alejandro Cabrera going out on loan. I think he's had a pretty decent season, but despite his potential, we need results now. Another target on our list here, German Valera of Atletico Madrid. We knock out a deal for him, and I think we desperately needed some depth at right mid. Diangana has just not been up to it since signing, and I think Valera could change the game for us. He's a great finisher, he's a great crosser as well. He's got all the end product that we've been missing coming in from that right-hand side, and hopefully he can do a similar job to Nemecha out on the left-hand side, cutting in and scoring us some goals that we desperately need to edge out teams this season. So we get 2 loan deals done, and we're going in for a third. Adil Ashish, our center mid from last season. PSG actually happy to let him out on loan. He's not getting too many minutes in France right now, but unfortunately the player wants to stick it out in Paris and fight for his spot, so he's not willing to join our team. That one hurts. Out of the 3 of them, time, he was the one that I wanted the most. But the window winds down, and unfortunately that leaves a colon-shaped hole in our midfield that we just can't fill. So in the meantime, it's going to be our existing center mids who fill the gap. Thiago Santos happy at the opportunity. We're going to be desperate that he's up for it because honestly, relegation is on the line, and we need all of our players to perform at top levels if we want to stay up this season. So taking a look at the way our squad lines up for the rest of the season, no more opportunities to bring in new players, so this is what we got. We have Valera, the new signing at right mid, and Ethan Laird, the new signing at right back, both of them right into the starting 11. We need to shake things up. Finally, Deganek back from injury as well, alongside Ayer for the first time. Hopefully this center back partnership can lock things down for us defensively. We got some good options coming off the bench. Archie Hall locks down the midfield alongside Douglas Luiz for the time being, but we do have Thiago Santos as an option as well as Mark Noble, who's actually been performing pretty well when called upon this season. So we're actually down to 19th place right now. We do have a game in hand over Norwich, who are just ahead of us, but guys, we really need results. I'm going to be honest. Relegation is on the line, and I'm not going to cheat or anything in this career. If we go down, we go down. It's just the harsh reality of the tough league that we're in and where the squad is at right now. So we'll see how things pan out. Hopefully next episode we start to turn it around with these new signings, but only time will tell. So I'll be back soon with next episode, but until then, I'm Respected Jeff, and I'll see you next time.